One word that I would use to describe our courses is eye-opening.
Very personal.
It's exhilarating. It's like a rush.
Innovation all the way through.
Life-changing.
I am Joshua Nair. I am a third-year Political Science International Affairs student, and my R course that I taught was called Cultural and Political Change Through Flags. Basically, all about how flags are representative in culture and politics all throughout history.
My name is Carolina Munoz. I'm a fourth-year English major and education minor, and I taught my first art course, the Falk Order of 2020. My art course is about a novel titled I Am Not Your Mexican Daughter by Alyssa Sanchez. So this book deals with questions about identity as a first-generation citizen, Mexican-American girl living in Chicago.
My name is Minh Lee. I am a fourth-year environmental science major, and I taught aquaponics. So aquaponics is basically the study of combining fish and plants together to form a sustainable farming technique that yield both vegetable, fruits, and protein.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine. I'm a fourth-year neuroscience student, and I am the co-instructor for our art course.
Hi everybody, my name is Sami. I'm a fourth-year biology major, and I am also a co-instructor for our art course.
So what inspired us to teach this topic? It kind of all stems from University Honors and the Center for Healthy Communities actually approaching both Sami and I to actually teach this class. We were both really interested in the fields of public health, but more specifically, healthcare as a whole.
When we started this art course, our initial plan was to teach about public health. But then we realized that there's a huge shortage of knowledge about public health, more specifically in the Inland Empire. And so since we're teaching this to the students at UCR, it's important for them to know about the resources and how they can give back and contribute to public health within the Inland Empire.
Specifically, what inspired me to teach this topic is my just long-standing love of flags. I have loved flags for as long as I can remember, tying into just my love of history and politics and all of that in general.
What inspired me to teach this topic is that I want to pass on this knowledge as a current trend for a more sustainable, more organic way of farming and of consuming.
I see such a lack of exposure on just Latinx and Chicanx literature in general. And so I wanted to create this course because I want to be a part of something that is like highlighting these awesome people and their work and the issues that they bring up through either their poems, their novels, their, critical analysis of things. So I always say that the most fulfilling part of teaching this art course for me was taking something that I'm really excited and passionate about, sharing it with others, and then seeing other people get really excited about it with me.
The most memorable part of teaching an art course, I think, would probably be building the curriculum. I know a lot of people enjoy the teaching themselves, and I definitely enjoy it, but I always find the idea of writing a specific curriculum that I plan to teach to students really interesting, and the idea of building my assignments and building my presentations I find really fun.
There are a lot of memorable parts about teaching in our course. I would say the most memorable part is that first course you teach. When we went into it, we were really nervous, right? You don't know if the students are going to like you. You don't know if you're actually good enough to teach them. First of all, you spent all this time making these PowerPoints, and then you're like, oh my gosh, hopefully it's actually making sense to them and not just in my head. And then when you finally see them discussing and you put them in breakout rooms and they come back and they just go in on discussion questions and they actually are having a good time with the material that you made, I think that is the most memorable part.
The most memorable part about teaching an art course to me is that I get to meet students from all disciplinaries who know from a lot about aquaponics to knowing nothing about aquaponics, and they just are very interested in learning about a topic, and it was really fun sharing the knowledge with them and watching the system grow and mature in the lab and witness the plants growing and the fish contributing to that whole cycle, which is very exciting experience.
there's something in your life that inspires you or makes you just really excited, or that you're just like curious about and you just have a ton of questions about, I would highly, highly recommend that you consider teaching an art course, because limited to what you can teach any topic that you want. And if you feel like no one will care about your topic, just know that you are still wrong. And actually, you'll probably be pleasantly surprised by how many people will take your course, love it, and then at the end of the quarter, like, thank you for teaching this course and for creating this space, and because, you know, help them to develop or learn something really cool because of what you did. So
if I was to give a piece of advice to someone thinking about teaching an art course, I'd say to just jump into it. I know everyone's passionate about something different, and even though you might think, I can't really teach something about what I'm passionate about, you can, because you're not the only one that's interested in it. I thought I was the only person interested in flags, and I found out there's apparently a bunch of people that think that's cool and want to learn more. And so just because you think your topic may not be something very teachable, don't think that. Jump into it. Start thinking about what you would want to spread to others.
So the very first thing would to be sure that you understand what field you want to go into, what topic you want to educate people about. And secondly, I would say to thoroughly read about the art course requirements in order to teach an art course, so that you can map out your year accordingly. And so you can schedule everything and be very efficient with your time management skills, because that's really essential, not just to be a student, but especially to be an art course instructor.
Time management is extremely important. It's not the biggest commitment, right? If you're invested in the topic and it's something you're passionate about, time will fly while you do it. But you want to make sure that you're able to schedule a proper amount of time to when you're going to work on the slides, to when you're going to learn on researching the material you want to teach, to thinking about the different ways you want to interact with your classroom. These are the type of things that you're going to thank yourself once you're teaching that you spend time thinking about, right? It's kind of hard to wing these things, so it's good to always be prepared, and when you're prepared, honestly, that's when the best moments will come.
The biggest advice I would give to someone who's thinking about teaching an art course is just do it, because it doesn't matter how much or how little you know about a topic. As soon as you begin to design a course and talk to the supervisors, the faculties, the people who are also teaching art course, you learn so much, not just about your topic, but about teaching methods and about knowledge in general, about how to share knowledge, and about basically yourself and your passion.